Hey, look who I'm about to pop on. Look at Web and look ugly at these nuts. Look at him. Look at him. Look at Slime. Say what's up for the people, Slime. Oh, he gonna whoop my ass. He gonna get the police on me. So let me go on here. He ain't Slime for real.
Been a minute since we talked, and I still hear your voice. Wish I never made the bad choice, but I did and you gone. Daughter saying sorry, but it can't bring you home. Curse me for my bad choice. I don't wanna live alone, wanna die. It's a thought, but it's getting strong. Never can I live right when I know I did you wrong. But the good die young, the bad carry on. Wish it wasn't true, but it might be. Also, check out our podcast.
Okay, let's dive right in. I've been scouring the internet, you see, looking for things to speak on. And I noticed something that's very toxic, like toxic masculinity. Why are women training little boys to have temper tantrums, to handle their emotions in feminine ways, to carry themselves in feminine ways, and then wonder why the homosexual rate is going up, why the rate of violence is steady going up, why certain things are becoming acceptable in our communities, why people won't speak on certain things that they know are wrong just because they know someone who's doing it. But the toxic masculinity is what caught my attention today. The fact that there's so many women who will maliciously beat little boys, like the woman who beat her son at the school and had it on live. Like the father who beat his daughter maliciously and then cut her hair. Like it's a two-way street, but it seems like the little girls are getting treated like boys and they're becoming tougher, while the boys are being savagely beaten and trained to act like girls and it's being accepted. I don't personally feel like that's right. I have two little girls. Of course, I don't want them to grow up and run around with different boys and get in trouble, and I don't really want all that. But as a parent, I can't stop any of this. You know what I mean? Like, all I can do is engrave things into my children and hope that the world doesn't turn them into horrible people. You see, like when they're little, all kids are good. But due to this ill treatment and unbalance in the way that we're training our boys and girls, we're starting to get boys who don't mind hitting girls. Starting to get girls who don't mind acting tough when she knows she can't handle the man, instead of gracefully getting out of a situation that could potentially cost them their lives. We have people who are doing things that they know they would kill someone if someone did it to them, but they will freely do it to other people, and not just do it, but do it in large volume. I mean, at one point, I thought that single mothers were the problem. Before that, I thought that broken up marriages was the issue, without thinking about it logically and thinking single mothers. And then I came to the realization that anybody could be a horrible person. Usually in a relationship, one of the people had a level head and the other one probably lacked understanding and reasoning. And lust can make you blind to these things. A child will make you open your eyes to these facts. But I think that a lot of the toxic masculinity and femininity come from the fact that one of the parents is going to be stronger than the other, but usually the weaker-minded parent ends up with the child. I can't understand how it works this way, but I guess usually the person with the weaker mind has a worse career, I guess. They have more ability to go to the courts and harass. The person with a better career usually gets the bad end of the stick because of their inability to show up at court dates or inability to receive their mail or, life changing because of the things that they do, while the person who does it is just living life enjoying it. Like myself as an example. I won't put any names or anything, but I work hard every day I work, and between working and doing music, doing activities with my daughters, sending them money for every activity they seem to want to do or care to do, I'm on child support. Biologically, my DNA like dictates that being a good father is something that just stays in my mind. Excuse me for the pauses, but sometimes I have a hard time articulating myself, so bear with me, I'll get better with time. But I would say my mother, being a single mother, isn't what caused me to go astray when I was younger. And the toxic masculinity and femininity thing was an issue because I have an old school mother. You treat boys like boys, you treat girls like girls. She still does this to this day. I see nothing wrong with it. And it is what it is. But some of these guys I know are they're downright treated like women. Like some of these young fellas are forced to babysit kids when they're kids themselves. Different things like kids learning how to feed themselves, bathe themselves at ages that most parents wouldn't trust their kids to go in the other room and be quiet.
Nail salon with Genesis. He's in the chair and he's like, I want rainbow. So he tells the lady that he wants rainbow colors on his nails. And she brings all of these colors and she paints each nail different color. And after he painted his nails, he looked at me and said, Mommy, I don't want this on my nails. And I was like, why? You were so sure you're good. And he was like, people are not gonna like it. Can you believe this? 4 years old. He's 4. And he already understands the concept that someone's going to judge him because he chose rainbow color on his nails. And I told him, why? Nobody's going to judge it. They're going to love it. It's so cool. Like, look how creative you are. Look how amazing. You had this idea. Stick with it. You chose it. You liked it. You do it. Who cares what anybody else says? And so I said, plus, a lot of guys paint their nails. This is not like some strange thing that you only do. He was like, really? It's like, yeah, so many. And that made him feel better, but it just got me to thinking how completely judged we are all the time. The way I see it is that there is masculine and there's feminine energies inside of us all, and that's period. That's just how it is. And it gets concerning to me that we can't just explore these different sides of ourselves,
After watching this fucking video, I feel like little man is living in deplorable conditions. Like, he's literally having a parent try to teach him how to go against the grain with the way he's already thinking. You took him in a nail shop, he acted like a kid for 3 seconds. He decided he wanted a rainbow. You put that shit on his hands, he looked at it and decided, you know what? My better judgment tells me that this shit's gonna get me picked on. Mom doesn't understand it, but the son did. It's kind of crazy. You're a grown-ass woman who's been an entertainer, who's been on both sides of the gun. You know what it's like to be made fun of. Yet, you're gonna put your son in this situation. Why? The following post. Now this one's a doozy. If you follow the concept of the person who's saying this, then she was stupid for a nigga. Nigga means an ignorant person. And then she's moving on with a new nigga who gets her new feeling. niggas are ignorant and cause destruction. My question to the young lady would probably be on the lines of, explain to me what new feeling he gave you. Was it a black eye? Did he sell more crack than the last nigga?
Been a minute since we talked, and I still hear your voice. Wish I never made the bad choice, but I did and you gone. Daughter saying sorry, but it can't bring you home. Curse me for my bad choice. I don't wanna live alone, wanna die. It's a thought, but it's getting strong. Never can I live right when I know I did you wrong. But the good die young, the bad carry on. Wish it wasn't true, but it might be.
Also, check out our podcast.